flour.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Which one is it?
What? Can I sit down?
You're the
Sit
sheriff.
down, we won't be able to get you, Sheriff.
Yeah, but you guys
You're
are.
the sheriff.
Sheriff, we're gonna have you stand.
Who said that?
I did.
Who are you?
We can't all get you.
What?
We're gonna have backs of heads if you sit down.
Really?
Yeah, you got
Just,
We'll make it quick for you.
I don't know, I got all day, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we need you to stand, sorry.
Okay. One reason that the sheriff is here, there's been a lot of publicity around the nation and international on the Arias case, and there's been some misunderstanding sometimes about this jail system. This jail is under the sheriff. It's not a prison, it's not a Phoenix jail. This sheriff runs this jail, it's a Maricopa County jail. And it's supervised by me. I'm responsible for all the inmates, their safety in this jail system. We average from 8,000 to 10,000 inmates a day.
Somebody described it as a cushy jail. Can you tell
Pardon?
us- Somebody described it as a cushy
Well, that's
jail.
one reason I'm here.
Who did you hear describe it like that? No, I said, is there a been?
Oh, I've heard it, yeah, I've heard it.
What's your
I got
first
people
impression?
calling in, and I'm not gonna tell which channel, but there's a channel that's been a little misleading. So I'm just trying to get the story straight. I wouldn't want my reputation ruined from the whole country to say I run a cushy jail. I've been sheriff 21 years.
How would you describe
I
this
would
jail?
describe it as, first of all, it's not the Hilton Hotel. Number two, it's a tough system, but it's fair. We've had over 2.5 million come through this system since I've been the sheriff. So I've taken away a lot of nice things, but they happen to be in jail. And I use the system as a deterrent. I've taken away the porno and the movies and the TV, except for the Weather Channel and C-SPAN. But we've done a lot of things that I don't feel that the inmates should have.
Can you describe how Jodi Arias lives day to day here in the jail?
Are we getting to that, or are we finishing out? I run it. You want me to switch
Well,
gears?
I was wondering, you mentioned about the TV. You're saying Jodi Arias cannot watch coverage of her trial?
No, she can't watch any TV, regardless of what people say. Now, my other inmates can watch TV, but we took away everything except the Weather Channel and the Food Channel. That's what they get to see on television.
You know, there were a lot of people talking about her tweeting. Obviously, it's not her, but how do you feel about inmates being able to have their say while they're in jail?
I'm not happy with it. There's nothing I can do. It's a third party that's doing the tweeting. But what she has to understand, we know exactly what she's tweeting once she makes a telephone call. So I can't stop the inmates from using the telephone call once a day in this high-security area.
Sheriff, one of the mitigating factors is her behavior behind bars. Has Jodi Arias been a model prisoner?
She just had one small disciplinary problem, I think, extra crayons or whatever. But she hasn't
Extra
caused
what?
crayons, you know, when you make posters. I'm from New England. But she hasn't caused us any problems for the past 4 years she's been in this jail system. 4 years.
Sheriff,
What did
when
the other
did you
inmates
cut off
think
the
about
TV
her?
for her? When
Pardon?
did you
Wait.
cut off the TV for her? Because I was here 2 weeks ago, and your sergeant told me she could watch those 4
Not in
channels.
this maximum
Okay.
situation. We have the other general area where we have TV, but I restrict the TV to the Weather Channel and the Food Channel
So
and
just this
C-SPAN.
week, her life changed. then.
This, because once you're in here, you don't get any TV, you don't get any radios. She's still allowed to get some periodicals or some books and read a couple of books.
Why did
the
you
other
decide to
inmates
put her
think
on
about her?
suicide watch?
Why? Well, that was my decision, probably for her safety. because of some things she said. I don't want to get into all that in this trial, but I thought it was a feasible thing to do, and I did what I felt was right. Now, it was the medical doctors, after 4 or 5 days, decided that she was okay, but I'm always concerned about inmates trying to kill themselves. We've had incidents of that in any prison system. Some people do take their lives. I was concerned about it. I did what I felt was right, and that's the way it is.
Sheriff,
What do
have
the
you
other
had
inmates think
conversations
about
with
her?
her
Does she get along with the
specifically?
other inmates well?
Wait a minute, what?
Sheriff, have you had conversations with Jodi
Never
specifically?
talked to her.
So how would you describe her care here, her stay here? Is it hard? Is it tough? Just like everybody else? I mean, just describe it. I mean, her treatment here, she no special privileges.
Well, here she is. We got others up here. But this is a max now, because most of her stay was in the general population. A little different. This is high security. She gets out 1 hour a day, and either to shower or make a telephone call. So this is a little different when you talk about max, but when you have people that are charged with serious crimes, we have to take precaution.
Sheriff, 2 questions. Who else is up here? And should she get the death penalty, I'm told she will not return here. She goes straight to prison.
As far as, that's not my decision. It's not our investigation. However, I believe if she gets the death penalty, we'll transfer her directly to the state prison. If she doesn't, she may come back here for a while.
Who else is up here? What other crimes?
All different types, some disciplinary action, and all different types of crime that we feel should be locked up, and most of the time. So that's the decision my classification makes when they evaluate the prisoners.
How many other folks, and does she get to talk to the other inmates?
Right now, we have 7 here, but she doesn't come out. When she comes out here for an hour, she's by herself. We don't let her talk to other inmates.
Let me ask you this. She was put on suicide watch. She was taken to another facility, evaluated, and the determination was she was no longer suicidal. But if she's alone for 23 hours a day, doesn't that increase the chance that she might become suicidal again, given her predicament in general?
I don't know. I'm the guy that decided to do that. I'm not a doctor. I don't make those decisions to evaluate the inmates. I keep them, but that was their decision. But I made the decision for a lot of reasons, and really not many reasons, but just
Like
common
what?
sense. Well,
What
when
reasons?
someone says they want to commit suicide, I think that's a
I
trigger.
mean, she's out now of this of being on suicide
Yeah.
watch, and she's transferred
Okay.
back from the lower Buckeye
She's
here.
right up here.
She's right up here. But here, she's alone, you said 23 hours a day, she has no interaction with anyone else. Is that correct? Do you think that that might, again, push her toward whatever situation she was in when she was put on suicide watch?
I have no idea. I'm not a psychologist. My job is to make sure they're safe. Our detention officers monitor her, and that's the way it is.
Sheriff, does she know
What
where
can
you're
she do
going to take a
in
look at her
cell?
cell?
What can she do for 23 hours a day? What is she allowed to do?
Well, there's no TV, no radio, so she can have pencils and write and whatever she wants to do, study or whatever.
Does she know we're here taking a look at her cell, and what did you guys tell her?
I'm sure I'm not gonna ask her for her permission. I run this hotel, she doesn't.
But does she know we're here?
Oh, I don't think she knows.
Has she had a lot of contact with her attorneys preparing for this mitigation phase? Because we just learned today that her attorneys sought to withdraw from the case after her conviction and when she gave that interview.
I have no idea. I'm not going to talk about the trial. All I am doing is talking about right now where we're housing her. And the reason I'm doing that, there's been a lot of misinformation about this jail system. And I want to let the media and the public know what the truth is on how this sheriff and my officers run the jails.
What
That's all.
misinformation, though?
Well, I know there was some that said she had TV, radios. That's a no-no. We don't have that. As I say, there's no smoking. We took away the porno many years ago. And I can go on our policies with chain gangs, female chain gangs. I can go on, which won't affect her. There's no way she's going to get on our female chain gang, but we run a tough system since I took office, and that's the way it is. And I'm not going to let everybody think that this is a country club after 21 years running this place on misleading information. That's all.
Sheriff, can you just,
She watched in here because there are some things that she could use to commit suicide. I've seen them, and I don't know if they are transferred over here. Like the comb, if someone wanted to dwindle that down and make it a mini knife, or the toothbrush. So what's up there that could pose a hazard?
Well, first of all, many years ago, you'll see the pencil, we cut that in half so they can't. So we've taken a lot of precautions with all the inmates, and not just her. The 8 to 10,000 in this jail, we're very cautious on how they are, could be prone to doing something, and we take action. We took action on her, sent her to the medical for evaluation, and they made a decision. It's okay that she comes back to this
How
site.
large is her jail cell?
Well, you'll see it, I think,
can you,
it's about
Sheriff,
6
can you
feet.
just describe what the cell, what's in there? Is it a bed, a toilet, is there some books? I mean, describe, what's in
Well,
her
I'm not
jail?
going to get into what she has there.
In general,
but I'll
what's in
tell
it?
you what everybody has. They have a little toilet, a little sink, and 2 bunks. Now, we don't double bunk in this type of situation, but so she has 2 bunks, and that's it.
Has she ever had any problems with any other inmates? What kind of an inmate has she been as far as her behavior?
As far as I'm saying that we've never had any in 4 years, never had any problems with her, except that one time when she was taking some more pencils or
Do
whatever.
you think that's a mitigating factor that should be considered?
I don't know what that has to do with how you
Should her good
are
behavior
treated in a
affect her
jail.
sentence?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, it's
All
one of the
my people,
mitigators.
all my people are doing pretty good in jail. You have a few that don't like it and cause some problems, but the majority of the people in this jail aren't causing problems because they know they're going to have to pay for it, because anybody that causes a problem, all they get is this. They call that bread and water. And if anybody has a problem, 2 weeks they're on this, period.
Really?
Well, would you like to taste it?
Well, I'm vegan, and if it's vegan, I'll taste it.
What? That's what I call bread and water. Anybody that violates any of our policies, that's all they get, plus water. And the reason is, we're not going to give them anything, so they can cause a problem, so they can eat this and have their water. I don't have time here to tell all of you all our policies, believe me. I think you're getting an idea.
But if they violate any sort of rule at all, they get bread and water.
That's right. Especially if they assault our officers, spit at them, or do other things. They're
Does
going
that
on
work?
bread.
Do they suddenly behave better if they have bread and water?
Well, I think anybody that eats this, not going to like it.
For 2 whole weeks?
1 week, I think it's 1, sometimes 2.
Wow. Is your office ready for Jodi to leave?
Are we ready for her to leave? Why wouldn't we? I mean, we keep, every day people are leaving the jail system, going either back on the street or going to prison.
Yeah, but your office has been in the spotlight, and as you said, someone called it too cushy. So are you ready for this to be over?
I don't care. She can stay another 5 years. It doesn't bother me. I'm just a guy that houses them and try to take care of them. But like I say, 2.5 million people have come through this jail since I've been the sheriff. I
Has she
haven't had
ever
that many
been put on
problems.
bread and water?
No, she's not going on bread and water unless violation occurs. And but others have.
We are posting 2 people here. I forgot to mention that because I
Posting?
We post 2 guys
Let's
here.
post.
There's 2 officers here around the clock. Outside their cell phone watching. You didn't mention that because we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, well, you mentioned about I mentioned that we have detention officers watching her 24 hours a day. They're watching her.
They're watching all of the inmates here or just her?
Everybody here. There's no selection here just for her. These people are here under not the same conditions, but they're all security max.
What's a typical day? I mean, do the inmates get like an alarm to go and get up in the morning? Are they in the cell?
If they have to go to court, they get up early in the morning. If they're just staying here, they can come out 1 hour a day. The shower is right there. They can make a phone call, and that's it.
Is this a meal, Sheriff, that you have here?
Oh, let me show you. Okay, I got to get to what she's eating.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
First of all,
Jim?
Years ago, I went to brunch. There's no breakfast, no lunch. All they get is, we bake this ourselves. This is peanut butter. Sometimes it's bologna sandwich. This is orange, sometimes it's donated this. That's for brunch. Then at night, they get a hot meal. Looks pretty good. If you like to taste it, I'll be glad to do it with you. But this is beans. So the total cost has gone up. I'm not too happy. It's gone up to about 90 cents a day to feed the inmates.
90 cents.
A day. Would you like, anybody like to taste the food?
Is that rotten? Like usually the other inmates say that
I'll
everything
taste it. I'll taste it. Here.
Do I have to
Let me
do
try
it with you?
No. Come here. Give me the spoon. I'll taste it. These are veggies, right? These are
No,
some
no,
nice.
taste the good stuff.
Well,
What are
I
you
mean, let
tasting
me
that
start
for?
with the veggies. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
Not bad.
You're gonna ruin
Not
my
bad.
rate. Why don't you taste the good stuff?
Okay, well, I'm a strict vegetarian. Are these beans? Are they?
They're beans.
Okay, these are beans. I'll taste the beans. Let me see. Here we go, guys. What I do for the job. Not bad. Not bad. You know, flavorful.
Don't record her, what she said.
I kind of like it.
So did
I
Jodi
like it.
ever, did she try to hurt her? This is her cell.
Let's right over, don't talk to you.
Have you had the opportunity to talk to detention officers and who have monitored her behavior? What does she do in her cell?
No, she, as I say, she has not caused us any problem.
Right. She just sits in there and draws, maybe?
Actually, she won our, okay. What's your name? I'm going
Yes, sir.
You gotta get some protein in it. All right, so what's your...
Whatever channel they put on up there.
You've been in there before, right? There.
You gonna eat it? Yes, he'll do the second one.
It looks actually pretty healthy, frankly. I logically would be to eat their vegetables.
Sure. It is healthy.
They try to drive me out.
Jail's jail, you know. Jail's jail.
I guess I could stop it, but I'm not going to penalize everyone. It's the system right now, which I could look at. And actually, the money that she uses to buy the commissary actually helps. You guys ever send it to that? Never does that.
You escorted some people out already?
I just took the headline from you. So anybody else ready to go?
Anybody else ready to go? Anybody else ready to go? We'll help you out.
We use that for education.
You want to add a jail card free? Chris is giving you one.
You want to take some pictures?
Okay.
Is everybody back there?
Try to stay.
So you're gonna kind of follow them directly. In front this is the jail cell. Here is 23 hours a day, every day. Take a look inside. It's pretty much the size of a utility closet. Very clean. None of it. Plenty of newspapers, sleep, place to write. There's no TV, no radio, really no action. Yeah.
You're getting a workout over there, man.
But thank you for having me.
Ready? No, a little bit. There you go. Go ahead. Anytime.
Okay. All right, let's wrap up. Is there anybody else? You guys are waiting to get this facility? All right. All right, let's be done so we can be courteous and let these people meet their deadlines.
You broke it. Let's sue me for that.
Oh, no, it's carbon fiber, sir. This doesn't work.
How big is the cell? Looks like it's 7 by 12 by 7.
Your closet certainly is.
No, it should be great. You don't have to work anymore. You get fed. That's great. No worries. Watch the TV. Yeah, we'll do life.
Make new friends.
But when they go to DOC, it's cushy compared to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not, they're saying it the other way. Yeah, that's not true.
This
Rules
part-
are no, it's not rules
Well,
the other way
here's,
around.
no, I think their food is nicer, but she's gonna have a,
She can have her own TV and everything.
she can have that, she can have.
Cooking,